Welcome back to the Sports Wrap every Wednesday with Andy Gresh, our Patriot Insider.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm lovely. How was Friday night?
I was solo on
You
the
didn't
high
have your
school
boy
show.
toy with you.
No,
I'm
I was
surprised.
solo.
It was just dork instead of dorksa.
Andy
plural.
Gresh is the president of the Friday Night Football Wrap.
Oh, I love it. I love
sit
all
there
those
on your
tweets.
couch with your popcorn and
You know what? When I land going to do a college game, or I fly somewhere, the first thing I do is turn it on to find out the Tolman North Kingstown score.
That's a good game. That's a good game. D2. All right, let's talk about Patriots and Giants. When you think about these two teams and you're a Patriot fan, you want to crawl up into a ball and hide because you think of the two Super Bowls. Do those past games have any relevance to Sunday's game?
Oh, God, no. And then you get Jason Pierre-Paul shooting off his mouth talking about, well, I know I'm going to get there. And, I mean, look, if there's one thing that Bill Belichick has taught us is that this game is year to year. Even though the Patriots went undefeated, they didn't win the Super Bowl that year. And the Giants obviously are wrapped into that. But, look, this is year to year, man. And hey, there have been times where Eli Manning has thrown 28 interceptions.
Right.
This year he's played great football. Tom Brady's out of his friggin' mind right now in terms of, he's got 2 interceptions and 1 does not count.
Right.
One was on Julian Edelman. So, no, I think it's completely different. The only thing that we do know from the past is Tom Coughlin can coach. And he's one of the few, if Belichick is way up here, Coughlin is not far behind, and that's a guy you got to be leery of because he knows how to scheme it up.
Coughlin 5-1 against Belichick, a mind-boggling stat. Why has he had success? They both come from the same coaching tree.
Well, a lot of it is a couple of lucky plays if you look at the Super Bowl. I mean, let's be honest. So they were fortunate at times, but a lot of it is he preaches basics the same way Bill Belichick does. Block, tackle, throw, catch, run, score, kick the ball well. I mean, really, we look at it and we think, I love Chip Kelly. I like him personally, a little bit of a relationship there. There are times where he's trying to reinvent things. I think these two guys are just so steeped in the fundamentals. That's why they battle. That's why I think the Coughlin teams can rise up and play the Patriots well. Look, that and the fact that as much as we've had Belichick and Brady together, you've also had Coughlin and Eli together for a long time, and that gets underplayed.
All right, since we last spoke on Sunday, a lot has transpired. Deion Lewis out for the year. Obviously, it's a patchwork offensive line. How do you see, specific to the running game, is James White just fit in here, or he obviously doesn't have the same skill set? What do they do with that?
Oh, look, I think James White gets the first crack of being the new Deion Lewis. Now, let's remember, they're not going to do things the same. They never, everything that they ran for Kevin Falk, they didn't necessarily run for Shane Vereen. What they run for Shane Vereen, they didn't do for Deion Lewis. Everybody has their own skill set and what they bring to the table. So James White will get the first crack, but let's remember, what time is it? You know what? It's almost turkey time. It's almost the giant high school Thanksgiving Day spectacular. It's a big dork fest, right? With you and Don Darrow and everybody. But seriously, when you get to Thanksgiving, what do you have? Colder weather, more physical football, more LeGarrette Blount time. So I think that we will start to see the change a little bit in terms of Blount getting a little more run and the fact that there are going to be games where conditions are going to be a factor. Brady's still going to throw it his 35 times. He'll still go do what he does. And the run game, it'll be catch as catch can. Some weeks, power it up, throw it 20 times, run in the snow and be okay. Other times, it's going to be spread them out. We're going to have to throw the ball to James White a bit or whomever steps up in that role. And obviously, we've seen the Patriots. They'll do that. But we're getting close to 29, starting to get the bulk of his carries.
All right, my last question. Jamie Collins was out Sunday with an illness. Hasn't practiced this week. What on earth is going on with him?
Honestly, I have no idea, and there's no info coming out, and that's when it gets scary. So, he don't have the trots. We know that. You know what I mean? He ain't got the sniffles. Obviously, there's something going on here. So, and it's scary because he is the matchup piece you need to win a championship or have a chance to win a championship. 87 and 91, arguably, relative to their side of the ball, are the two most important pieces for the Patriots to have a chance to move deep into January and then play in early February. So, hey, it's worth watching, and I think it's a great question because it's like, okay, what's going on here? Like you're hoping they're holding back, and then it's okay. We'll let the world know that he had X and he's fine and he should be good to go from here, which is what we should all be hoping for.
All right, Andy Gresh on our Wednesday session. You'll be back tomorrow night, and we'll have much more from the Sports Wrap coming up right after this.